Hear us?
Oh, there we go. It said Mike was muted. Good evening, everyone. How are you? Pisky here. Can you guys hear us all right?
Hi, Helen.
Sweet. Thanks, Mike. Oh, Mum's in the chat. G'day, Mum. Just in time.
Hi, Gina. Sounds like you're all sorted.
Gina's been to the toilet before the stream. That's good.
Hi, Catherine.
Hey, Mike. Jennifer, how are you? Oh, Jade's Adventures coming in with a super chat straight away.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, mate. I was just watching one of his videos of the night. He went gold panning at Nelson Creek.
Oh.
In the creek there, yeah.
Cool.
Pretty cool. Hey, Fiona. Oh, look at that. Start traveling in 4 weeks.
Oh, it's so exciting.
Awesome.
Getting everything set up.
Good work.
Yeah. Hi, Rose.
Hey, John, Rose, Jonesy, how are you? How's everyone doing tonight?
Yeah.
Sorry, we're a little bit late starting. It's always a bit hectic getting the kids to bed.
Yep, Harvey's asleep tonight.
Yeah.
Bronson took them all out for a drive in the car to make sure they were all properly knocked out. It always does the trick when they're sort of fighting it a little bit.
Yeah, after last time. He was all right, I suppose.
He was in the car tonight telling Bronson, "You're not going to get me asleep in the car, Dad. You're not going to get me asleep."
Yeah. I took him to the playground, tired him out.
Yeah.
Yeah, good boy, Harvey. He was fine last night. He was wired, though, after the stream last time. He was up for quite a while longer.
Yeah, it was a late night that night. And he was all amped for the next one as well. He's saying, I'm gonna help you next time. I'm going to help you.
Yeah.
Letting us know all the things he's going to do in the next live. Can we do one on Wednesday? He was saying, can we do one tonight? Can we do one tonight? We didn't tell him we were doing one tonight because we knew he just would not go to sleep if he knew when was happening.
We didn't set anything up, or we just waited till he went to bed. Yeah.
He's going to be angry when he finds out.
Oh, Dad and Mum in the house. G'day, guys.
Hi.
Oh, Jonesy, what a great question. Absolutely not. I've started watching a dude on YouTube whose name I forget. He lives he's doing like a year in the wilderness or something like that. And he builds a log cabin, but like alone in the wilderness, building a log cabin from scratch. So, yeah. It's kind of cool. I don't know about the being alone, the isolation feature, but the log cabin looks pretty cool. So, no. I got to fix the jockey wheel on the caravan, though. It's a bit stiff, so I'll start with that.
Just tackle the smaller DIY projects.
It needs to be re-greased. So. It's the IT question from Dad. What do I think about Windows 11? I'm not sure. Early days, I guess. Like it's been just over a month, so I don't know. It looks cool. From what I've seen a few customers that work with it, and it looks all right. But I'm scared I'll break something. If I upgrade now, break editing software or something will stop working. So no. But yeah, free upgrade's pretty good. Oh, you go, Chelsea. Have you finished your gin?
Not quite. Not quite. I reckon I've got another maybe 2 lives left in my bottle before it's all gone. It's been disappearing a lot quicker than I was expecting it to. Right?
It's funny that, you keep drinking it, it keeps disappearing.
Yeah.
We're going to have to go past Reefton again at some stage.
I've still got the original bottle as well that I got, not the pink gin. I got 2 bottles.
Did you?
Yeah.
Like a whole nother... I don't know. Where's that? Down there?
Down there, covered,
yeah. Thanks, Gina. Yeah, don't tell Harvey next time you talk to him. We are in Wanaka. So we've been here to pick up mail. We spent...
If you guys saw the story with all the packages all over our bed.
I was going to get the video clip up, but we found it. So we just did a week of freedom camping in Cromwell. So you'll see a video tomorrow night. That's the end of the West Coast. Came down, did the glaciers. Spent some time traveling over the Haas Pass.
There were heaps of cool stops along Haas Pass.
It's quite surprising. Dock really campgrounds and waterfalls and blue pools and stuff. So that's all coming out. Oh, sorry, so that's Sunday night's video.
We could have spent a lot more time there actually if there was if you weren't working because you needed internet.
Yeah, that was the only thing. I drove like about 40 minutes to Haast and sat under the cell phone tower for work. But we then ended up at Lake Hawea, and that was pretty nice. But there's no freedom camping here, eh? Wanaka, Lake Hawea, Queenstown, pretty notorious for not liking us. So we went to Cromwell, half an hour down the road.
We packed up at Lake Dunstan, just right on the water's edge for a couple of nights, and it was so good.
We were really surprised because we were going towards Cromwell with the lake to the left of us, and there was an NZMCA park, and it's like a big gravel car park. It's right by the water, eh? And we're like, oh yeah, well, we could stay there. Like, looks pretty awesome. But we'll have a look at the freedom camping just past it, and that was like probably better, or if not as good.
Good for us with the kids because it was grass.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't as well fenced between where you're parking and the water, but the kids listen. If we, there was like a little rope fence there, and they listen if you say don't go past that. So, unless an adult's with you. So
that was really nice. We had hot weather, like 30 degrees, parked on the side of the lake.
Splashing
awesome.
In the water, yeah.
And there's actually a bunch of places all around the lake you can stay at. Some are 1 night, some are 3 nights.
I think it was 3 nights the one we were at.
Yeah.
I mean, the NZMCA one would be good if you needed to stay longer. But
you could probably do a loop of it, though. Yeah. Kind of funny because Wanaka's so anti-freedom camping, and, Cromwell's half an hour away.
Yeah.
And, so we chilled out there in the sun, basically waiting because we had this date for this campground booked in to pick up all the parcels. We told them we were getting a few parcels in the mail.
And then it just grew. To be fair, at the start, it was just meant to be a few. And then a couple of companies came back to us and said that they also wanted to get in on it. And we didn't have anything else booked as far as campgrounds after this one. So it was kind of like, okay, if you want in, you got to get stuff to us pretty quick because we want to start filming this month so that it's all ready to go. And yeah, it ended up being...
It would have been 12, 15 parcels maybe.
And some of them are like big.
Yeah.
So really bad. I showed up in reception and no joke, there was like a pile of parcels bigger than Harvey and like a metre and a half wide. And
we covered our bed in parcels. You'll see it in the video coming up if you didn't see it on the stories. But yeah, we covered our bed. And so, Mum, you all right? Where are you sleeping with all the giveaways? Our car is full to the brim.
Yeah. Every time Bronson has to go to work in the morning, he has to move everything out of the car just to...
I stack it all up in the front seats and...
It's packed to the roof. I hope you guys appreciate this is going to be a month of us carrying around so much stuff.
Kids in the tent.
Yeah, I'm kind of just looking forward to getting it done and getting everything sent out to people now because I'm already sick of having it here.
We just sent a big bag of stuff home.
Yeah.
Like dressing gowns and winter stuff. So made a little bit more space.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go, Chas. You can order online. Yeah, we don't have an address, but there are probably liquor stores around there that would stock it.
Oh, like I've seen it. Yeah. A lot of
Monica,
places,
whatever. Fancy with liquor stores.
Yeah.
Evening Black Pete. Nick, we drove past that Albertown Park. It looks awesome, but that river freaks us out a bit.
With the kids.
Yeah. Like, that's so just out of Albertown, you cross the bridge. There's like huge big reserve with trees. I don't know what it costs to stay, Nick, if you know, but you just pay at a little booth. It's like a ticket machine, like you'd find in the city, like for car parking. And it's awesome. The river is stunning. Like what's that river? I was gonna say the Clutha, but it's not the Clutha, is it? Whatever the river is, it flows out of the lake, out of Wanaka. It's a really nice spot, but it's swift. It's not super deep, but it's just quite swift water.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I'm sure the kids would be fine. Yeah. It's just that, 10 seconds that you don't have your eye on them, they can move quick.
Chase a ball. Yeah. So it looks nice.
Yeah. One day we'll go there.
Yeah.
Maybe when the kids are a little bit older.
We just hadn't done much of Cromwell. We kind of want to do like what was further down from Cromwell? Alexandra. So we might have to do that kind of central bit. It's really nice there. It's quite dry and it was pretty hot and dusty, but it's a nice spot.
I'm quite keen to go back because we did before the kids were born, we did the rail trail down there with Bronson's parents and my parents came down with us and we
did Otago rail trail.
4 or 5 days was it? And it was such a beautiful part of the country. So I'm looking forward to going back and exploring there.
Yeah.
With the caravan. It'd be cool.
We did that. Oh, excuse me. We did that drive ages ago when we went to Dunedin when the girls had their tongue ties sorted out. But we just drove all day to Dunedin from Wanaka, so we didn't stop or anything. So we might have to go back and explore that area, I think. Hawea is really nice.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
The camp there was so cool.
Yeah.
Just big, like what are they called?
It's like a big reserve, just under trees.
Those like glamping tents.
Oh, yeah, like the
clusters of them around a big fireplace, and then they had a big geodome where they had
a wedding,
the whole side of it was clear, looking out over the lake, and they were setting up for a wedding, and it just was beautiful. Really nice spot under all these trees, and they've got a little private beach down there as well that we were splashing around in with the kids. It was really nice.
It's awesome, eh? I was going to grab a photo of it and see, but the only thing about Lake Hawea and that whole by sandflies, and it was not that great in the end.
No, I mean, we use Goodbye Sandfly and it does the job, but
anyway, if I didn't put it on,
douse the kids in it every time we open a door or window. It was getting on our nerves a wee bit. It's all right for a couple of days, but then any more than that, and you're just a bit, everyone's a bit fed up and over it.
This is the top of Lake Kawea here. So the road kind of just follows it down. There's actually camping on the far left side of this. There was a dock campground up there that we were going to stay at.
Yeah, Kids Bush. Kids Bush, yeah.
You'll find out in the latest video, though, why we didn't stay there. And it's just because of some bad navigating.
You look at me when you say that.
I was driving, yeah, true. I think Mum said you can get some gin from Duty Free. Yeah, well, that would be good. A covered trailer to give away. Yeah. Pull that behind the caravan, I guess. Yeah, welcome along, Michael. Good turnout. 40 people. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Here we go. The parking. Is that around Lake Dunstan, is it, Glenn?
So many cool bike tracks around there, and that Lake Dunstan trail looks so neat. Bronson's parents are going to come and do one day of it when they come down in December. It's
really nice. Like, I really like the driving the landscape around there. Like, it's quite hot and dry this time of year, but like even from Cromwell to Queenstown's quite a cool drive through the gorge there, and even Queenstown and Wanaka through the Crown Road. It's really nice to drive around there. It's a cool spot. And the more comfortable. It's kind of funny this time. We were talking about the other night. We've become a lot more comfortable with freedom camping now, and before it was always like we'll look for the NZMCA park, we'll look for the security, and now
we wanted to be somewhere that was gated, just because we'd gone from motorhome where you can jump in the cab and drive off if there's dodgy people around, into the caravan with the kids, where you can't do that. You can't do anything without going outside, which you ideally don't want to do. So we were just against freedom camping. We just didn't want to do it. It didn't appeal to us, and now it's
we're like, cool, it's free. Let's save some money this week.
Saving money outweighs the safety feature now.
Well, as long as there's other people there, I don't see.
And that's the thing.
Issues,
I think the only time we've been freedom camping where we were on our own was Punakaiki, where the guy with the chainsaw came at midnight.
But even then,
we were just like,
It's kind of funny because our door, like, what a caravan door's like. It's not like it's got dead bolts and it's made of steel. It's like you could just kick it open probably, but it's kind of funny. You get the sense of security in here, even though you don't kind of think of where you're parked. When you go to bed at night, you don't think of where your house is located. You just kind of go to bed. And the same in the caravan. I don't think like, hey, we're just in a massive car park next to the main road,
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm tired. I'm going to sleep.
I think we've reached that point. We've reached that.
See that question?
Oh, yeah. Put it up on the screen. Rose, do you mean for the giveaway?
I think so, yeah. Are they the ones that
The hooded ones, yeah. From Stoked NZ, we got a family pack of them for the giveaway.
Oh, there you
go. We showed them on the last live. They gave us 4 of them, 2 kids and 2 adult ones, and they are amazing.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah, they look really cool for the beach.
Oh, here you go. The NZMCA park is free in Oakland. Huh. Cool, we'll definitely come down that way. Freedom camping by the rowing club. Awesome. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you.
Yeah.
The magic word. I think it's kind of funny because you can, and then the NZMCA parks, like, they're $10 a night, so they're cheap.
Used to be $6.
Yeah.
And I felt better about paying $6 a night, and now it's gone up $4. And I'm like, oh. I can understand why they're charging that. Yeah. Like, it's pretty good. But yeah.
It's
funny how your mentality changes a bit with it.
It's all, I mean, and you normally have more facilities at the NZMCA park, right? So like, in Franz Joseph, there's bins, there's a dump station, there's fresh water. Where we just stayed on Lake Dunstan, there were toilets actually, which I didn't try.
And bins.
I didn't try them out. And there were bins.
The bins were overflowing, and then when the lady who was picking up the rubbish,
the council
came
lady,
and picked up all the bins, she also drove around to all the motorhomes and stopped outside each one to ask if they had any other rubbish that she could collect at the same time.
Like a ute full of rubbish, eh?
Yeah, door-to-door rubbish service.
It's really amazing how some councils down here really get it.
Yeah.
Like Greymouth, we did so many videos around Greymouth where it was just like we did 10 days of freedom camping.
Yeah.
And then you go into like, you'll see in the latest video we got to Hawea, no, not Hawea, Haast, and we were stuck. Like we had nowhere to stay. Our plans fell through. We were stuck, and you can't freedom camp anywhere there. They're super anti it. There's no freedom camping signs everywhere. Same with Wanaka, and you go half an hour down the road to a different council, because I think Wanaka's under Lakes,
and then you go Otago,
and they're like, yeah, we love it. You know, come stay. Here's 5 spots. There's bins. There's toilets.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I think some councils obviously see the bin. I rabbit on too much about this, but the more we travel around, the more I'm like, and where we live in Taupo as well, we were pro freedom camping a while back, and then the council kind of shut it all down. So it's frustrating. Black Pete. We stayed next to some people who had a cool camper van that was all like painted camo, but it was like brown. Even that was the one we saw the other day. But he had a big security light on, and if you even walked like within 5 meters, like the security lights turned on around the caravan. It was quite cool. Towlies, is that what they are?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. They're really neat.
Where are they? They're buried in the cupboard.
They're in the giveaway box, yeah. Buried in the cupboard.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Kiwi.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Last one comes out this weekend. Our kind of last, the end
of the West Coast leg.
Didn't really go to plan 100%. It was the first time we actually had like places in mind to stay that fell through. That was the first time this year that like.
And I think we've probably just been getting a little slack with calling ahead and checking.
Oh yeah, and we didn't have a backup, did we?
No.
And we left it late, so we actually arrived in Haast, had some dinner.
We arrived at like 5:30.
Yeah, kids had slept for ages. They were grumpy. We got some dinner, and then we were like, cool, let's go to our camp spot that we've got planned out. And of course it was full, wasn't it? Definitely do it, Rose. If you take the time to, look at the apps, like if you're part of the NZMCA, and also the other app called Campermate.
There's a few out there. There's Rankers
and most councils, or all councils, have a bylaw usually around freedom camping. So it's worth reading up. I mean, you save some money, and some of the spots are really cool. Even the dock sites, like we're just planning to go up from here to Mount Cook. We want to go Twizel, Mount Cook, and then back to Lake Tekapo to see the lupins. And there's heaps of dock campgrounds that are free. So sometimes, you got to pay for dock camps, and some are just free. And there's some pretty amazing looking lakes and canals all through there. Even someone was saying the power company there, whoever owns the canals and the power station up there, they let you freedom camp there. So it's definitely worth hunting around, and when someone tells you a spot, find it on your phone and save it, because you'll have all these conversations throughout your travels where people go, you got to go here, here, and here. And if you don't
make a note,
yeah, that's it, Michael. Get a feel for the area. Yeah. Yeah, and if it doesn't feel right at all, then
trust your instincts.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
Chat to some people when you get there, and we had we stayed down by the river. Do you remember? After Music in the Mountains, and some locals were honking their horns as they drove past
in the middle of the night as well.
Yeah.
Apparently they don't like the freedom campers there. They think it's their river, and
yeah,
they didn't like people being able to park up there. So
when they go down the weekends and stuff.
Yeah.
But another local just said to us, "Oh, they'll just do that to you. Don't be intimidated." So yeah. And you usually find someone else with you, eh?
Yeah.
So I don't think we've stayed in many places by ourselves except Punakaiki.
Mm.
Oh, g'day, Bevan. How are you? I didn't. I was just complaining about councils and. Oh, study boy, it's all right, mate. Welcome along, little camper. How are you?
Hi.
So we actually you should see all the stuff in the car. We've got 2 weeks. I keep burping. Sorry, it's quite rude. It always seems to be on live streams. I don't know why. Yeah. So we had some prizes show up that we weren't expecting, eh?
Yeah.
So the prize pool got bigger this week.
Yeah.
We'd been in touch with Thetford in Australia, who do all the toilet cleaning products, and they were like in and out of lockdowns there, and working from home, and he was having trouble. He wanted to get some stuff to us for the giveaway, and then we arrived at the office, and there are 2 giant boxes. It looks like the entire Thetford,
the whole range,
range of stuff, and there was 2 lots of everything. So they gave us a whole lot of stuff to use and test. We're going to make a little video on their new range, and then like stuff for you guys. So that was pretty choice.
Yeah. So someone's going to get kitted out in the giveaway with a massive box from Thetford.
What else we got
pretty
going
good
on?
Prize.
What didn't we show you last time?
We have. So if you have heard of Inside Out RV before, they sell the next gen caravans.
Rose has heard
Rose has got a technical on the way. So we met them at the Covey show a couple of years back, and were drawn to the caravans because they're the coolest colours, and it's such a nice change from the white ones that you see out everywhere. And we got chatting to them and hit it off with them then, and have kept in touch over the years. So they sent us that they're starting to get in some accessories, like a really neat range of things to make day-to-day life in a caravan easier, right?
They're kind of getting into the accessories, but like stuff we've not seen.
Yeah.
Kind of unique stuff. Sorry, just before we begin, Gina just said, "Oh, Rose, that's right. You got the orange caravan."
Oh yeah.
Gina, so sorry, just to go back a little bit.
Oh yeah.
The giveaway is 12 days of Christmas, so starting on December 1st through to December 12th, and we have a different pack each day, basically.
So we'll bring out a video every day on YouTube to give you info on what's in the pack for that day and how to enter.
Yep.
And then you've got until the 14th. We cut off the entries, and then on the 15th we draw all the winners. So there'll be 12 people that we'll send prizes out to.
We'll just do a bit of a live stream, which will be, you can watch it afterwards as well. You don't need to join the live stream to claim your prize. So basically what we'll do is we'll just ask a question each day. It's not it's just a question. It's not
anything super hard.
It's not hard, yeah. And then we will draw someone from those answers under the YouTube video. You can go back, you can enter all of them. You can watch the last one and go back and watch each of them. So yeah, basically 12 giveaways. We had a heap of cool people just come to the party, and
we've had so many cool prizes donated from companies around New Zealand and Australia. So cool.
Yeah.
Everyone's been super generous, and we're just going to show you a couple to give you a sneak peek in the live. So each live we'll just pull out a couple and show you.
Yeah.
See if you get excited.
So Inside Out, who do the cool caravans, they do some neat accessories, and they send us a couple of their muck mats. Check these out. These are pretty cool. I think I did the whole lot.
So these are to put, this is the step one, and it fits perfectly in our caravan step with the rounded corners as well. And it's to wipe your feet on, and it catches all the sand and dust and dirt from outside. And then you can just shake it out and hose it down if you need to. But these are cool. And they also sent us the big outdoor mat as well.
To go outside. So you can roll it up.
Yep, and it's got a little Velcro strap to roll it up when you're not using it.
We should just keep that one.
These are really nice, and they feel really soft as well. They don't feel like AstroTurf or rough on your feet. They feel really good.
They look like grass, eh?
Yeah.
It's quite good.
They're really cool, yeah.
We should keep that big one.
I wish we were allowed to.
They also sent us something that I was having a hard time trying to figure out what it was. I thought they sent us a, like those things you put your cat in to take it to the vet.
You were puzzling over it, and I was sitting there going, I can think of like 20 different ways to use this in the caravan for our family. I was so excited when I saw this.
It's called a Strucket.
Strucket.
And
it is this bin here. It's got a lid. And once you pop the lid off, you'll see it sticks on very well. And it has a little strainer insert. Well, not little. A decent sized strainer insert that fits into the bucket. So for us with the kids, we've always got clothes soaking in stain remover or wet clothes. We've got a bucket in the shower that's just always got wet stuff in it, right?
Yeah.
Cleaning cloths, or all the stuff that we don't want in our laundry basket, making it all mucky, goes in this horrible bucket in the shower.
So it's kind of hard to see, but the strainer is elevated from the bottom, so you could wash clothes in here. You could clip the lid on while you're driving and wash clothes, and then you can just pull it out. Another cool thing on the bottom here is it's got a little plug. So you pull that out and you can drain it. So you don't have to put your hand in, just pull it out.
You don't get the mucky water all over your hands.
Yeah, and the water drains out. So pretty cool for soaking stuff. I have seen people as well do like laundry in these. I put their washing and everything in, and then when they drive, it agitates it. Just leave us on the floor in the back. So
people have used them for dishes. So if you use the sinks in the campground, you take all your dirty dishes over and then wash them, chuck them all back and carry them back. They're awesome. Yeah.
So yeah, that is going to go out with the muck mats one day, or one of the giveaway days rather.
We also were given 2 dump mates from John and Heather. We met them. We've been in touch with them for a while now. We got a dump mate a long time ago and use it all the time. It's great. But we ran into them in Blenheim a while back and told them about the giveaways, and they gave us a couple dump mates to give away.
So have you ever seen one of these? These are specifically made for the dump stations in New Zealand so that you don't have to bend down. So you can see that bit's tapered. So you slot that bit into dump station and you rest your cassette on there and you tip it in. So you're not bending right down. So it just makes emptying them, emptying at a dump station a bit easier and a lot tidier as well. You're not
more
getting splashback anymore. Especially good for people that are, maybe have arthritis or don't like bending over. But pretty cool. They come in a little sealed bag as well. So we're going to give 2 of these away. One of the giveaways. One for you, one for whoever else you like. Pretty cool New Zealand, like just a couple that make them. Cool
made
innovation.
Yeah.
He made the old forming machine himself, and pretty awesome.
And you would have heard us rave about Goodbye Sandfly a lot. We have used their products for years, and we got given some of these little travel packs. So these are awesome for adventuring. They're little pocket-sized packs. We got given 4 packs to give away. So you have the little pocket-sized Goodbye Sandfly. You have their sun balm, which is SPF 50 in a little tin, and the Manuka balm, which is for stings and cuts and grazes, and
we use the Manuka balm every day with our children at the moment.
All the time. It's the only thing they'll let us put on their skin as well. You would think we're trying to murder them if we try and use anything else, but they let us do that.
They can't stop falling over at the moment for some reason, the kids.
Yeah, so they sent us 4 of those to give away, and you can actually refill the little tubs as well from the bigger packs if you want to take them in your pocket. It's a bit easier than carrying around big stuff.
Cool.
And the other thing we were going to show you tonight.
Hey, go on. See if you can get it in the shot. Just a brand new television. That's the back of it.
That's the back of it.
Just a brand new smart TV for your caravan.
This is from Jayco Canterbury.
Yeah.
These guys were super generous. This TV is worth $620. It's a fancy one.
I wonder if it's bigger than our one. You could swap them over.
Yeah,
so Jayco, pretty generous. You've heard us rabbit on about Jayco in the past, but have helped us out with a few things in this caravan and things we've broken and that sort of thing.
Tony and Lee and Jaco Canterbury. Thank you guys. This is wonderful.
Awesome.
Yeah. So maybe you don't have a TV in your caravan and you want one, or maybe you would like an upgrade to a super fancy one that connects to Bluetooth as well.
Yeah, that's pretty cool actually. 24-inch.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could swap that out.
You're not allowed to.
We've also got a bunch of stuff in the car which we'll show you next time.
Yeah.
Just to tease you even more. How about that? And then if you missed last week as well, we showed a bunch of stuff last week as well. So yeah, pretty stoked.
Yeah,
we're gonna have
had a great response from so many companies that have just been super generous. So yeah, I'm excited to send them out to you guys and clear some space back in our car.
Oh, there you go. Salad. You could make a salad in that. For a few people. Or a bathtub, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably wash one of the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wash a dog in there. Yeah, pretty awesome. Ice tub.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would work quite well because then you just drain it out. Yeah, dump mates are awesome, mate. They're a really nice couple as well that do the dump mate. We've got a review on our channel if you
want to see how they work, yeah.
They're quite nice. Yeah. The questions, Michael, will really just be to kind of like that'll be the way of entering, right? Rather than saying to you guys like sign up here and like this and follow that. If we just say, hey, what's your favorite type of toasted sandwich or something, you know, and then you just comment below, then we can just use one of those websites that, you know, randomly picks a comment from a link. So I think that's what we'll do.
Yeah. That's the plan.
Yeah. If you missed last week, we've got the stuff from Stoked as well, the towels that Chelsea talked about.
The towelies, yeah, they're cool.
What else did we show them last week? GPS trackers. We've got 2 GPS trackers to give away, which is pretty cool.
Scratch maps, the New Zealand scratch maps that we have in the caravan. And it's been so much fun with the kids. They love figuring out where we are and scratching it off.
Yeah, so heaps of cool stuff, eh?
What else did we show? There was lots, yeah.
I can't remember.
$100 liquid laundromat card.
Yeah. Actually, the team at just escaped me. RV World Store.
Yeah.
RV World Store are a company here in the South Island who are just an online shop for all things caravanning. Massive store. And we've bought things from them over the years, and they wanted to join in as well. So they're launching like a gift card system on their website where you can like buy personalized gift cards and, you know, gift vouchers for people who might be into motorhoming or caravanning or whatever. And they've given us $100 gift card as well. So you can just go on the store, buy what you like.
Yeah.
Pretty excited about that. They have quite a neat shop online, actually. You earn points for reviewing things. So if you buy a product and you review it, you leave a review for the product, you earn a few points, and then you can use those points to buy things in the store as well. Like you can use them as kind of like air points or any sort of system like that. So it's quite cool. They got a massive, insane range of stuff. Anything you like, accessories and stuff. So
no, their shop is awesome. I think they're based in Nelson.
They're Nelson, yeah. So that's pretty exciting. Yeah, the dump mate. Yeah, it's a neat idea. It's you just don't get that same splashback you get with the cassettes. Like it makes it that bit easier, and to kind of rest the cassette and tip it rather than holding it up because they get kind of heavy. So yeah. Oh, what are you saying, Mum? They're useful for anybody. You could do it with a new TV, couldn't you?
Well, I think it's only got a 12-volt connection.
No, they do both.
You can buy the 240
No, they have both in them. I'm pretty sure.
I just looked on the box. I see it's only got the 12-volt one with it.
Oh, there you go. I'll read something else. Yeah, it's pretty awesome, eh, Richard? We were quite surprised. We thought 12 days, you know, because we're sticking with the 12 days of Christmas sort of theme, and we thought it might be a bit ambitious.
Yeah, and then after we'd approached a bunch of companies, the second round of COVID hit New Zealand because we've been working on this for ages. Yeah. And working on it before that all kicked off, like the whole Delta thing, right? And then it happened, and we were just like, do we scrap the whole thing? Do we keep doing it? We felt really bad.
We didn't want to press anyone.
Yeah,
or you know,
it's been hard for companies at the moment. We didn't want to we didn't want anyone to feel any added pressure. So we were a bit wary of whether it would still go ahead, but all the companies that got in touch with us were really keen. So
yeah, it's cool.
Might cheer some people up this Christmas, maybe.
Yeah, Gina, roll on December 1st. We've now got to film 12 videos plus an intro. Edit them, get a whole lot of shots. It's all right. Yeah, we should start that soon. Actually, It's going to be a few late nights.
Mm-hmm.
Does the user have to be smart? You got a remote with a power button. Yeah, we're pretty stoked, Glenn. We got some stuff we'll show you.
There's still more that you haven't seen yet. We'll show you some
There's more in the boot.
Next live. Yeah, it will be one per person. Well, one per YouTube account.
One per YouTube. Yeah, exactly right. You could create a lot of fake YouTube accounts if you want. But
yeah, basically that time on your hands.
Yeah, basically just it'll be like one comment. Yeah, but you can go and comment on any of the videos anytime, right? So you don't have to comment on that video that day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The draw remains open for the whole thing.
It remains open until the 14th, and then all of them will close on the 14th. So, that'll give you 14 days to enter the first giveaway, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then the 12th giveaway, you've only got 2 days to get your entry in.
Yeah, and feel free to share them around as well. We'll be posting them on Facebook. Kind of the more the merrier, and then we can kind of also,
It supports the businesses that are helping us out with this giveaway, and that's really important. I think everyone's been so generous in the prizes that they've given that we want to give something back to them. So if you can share it around to people, let them know, get more people involved with it, then it'll help us do next year's one.
Yeah, if we can do this year, what are we going to do next year? Give away a boat or something. Oh, thank you. Really enjoy your reviews and maintenance posts. Yeah,
thanks.
We were all newbies once, I guess. It's funny on YouTube. Those are the videos you probably heard us say before, but those are the videos that do the best. Like how to clean your toilet. Every day I look at the YouTube analytics, and that's our top video every day. Like getting the most views.
The amount of times you've had people come up to you in campgrounds and say, "I found your videos from the toilet cleaning tutorial."
Yeah, or people will go to me, "I watched your toilet video," and I say. And they go, "Are you going to make any more videos?" And I say, "We've made a few more." And they go, "Oh, I've only seen the toilet one." But they're kind of helpful, right? There's topics like that if I find myself YouTubing and having to watch a few videos to try and figure it out or reading things, I kind of want to go, let's simplify that. And g'day, Dave. How are you, mate?
Hi.
Yeah, little camera. Save you transporting the rest. Yeah, okay. We can't get near your house though, can we, at the moment?
Oh.
Up in Auckland. Yeah, they'll be simple questions.
Yeah.
Just about, yeah, Rose. It's got a really cheesy thumbnail as well. I'm really happy in it. Yeah. It's quite funny.
You're excited to clean that toilet.
The funny thing was, so we bought a new cassette for our toilet, a second one, and I thought I'll make the video using the new cassette because I'm going to be taking it apart. I'm going to be showing parts of it, and people message us still and give me a hard time for not wearing gloves. And there's comments all through there about you should be wearing gloves because it was brand new. I was like, I don't need to wear gloves.
You didn't explain it in the video though.
No.
People just thought he was just cleaning our existing cassette and just no gloves.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. So I get a hard time a couple of times a week about not wearing gloves. Yeah. But hey. Yeah, for sure, Wayne. Right. I read someone else right at home. Yeah, it's cool. It's awesome to see. And obviously see the benefit in the exposure to you guys and the community and stuff. So it's awesome.
Nice having companies support little YouTubers as well. Like we don't consider ourselves to be on the same level as the big guys. No. So it's nice to still have people have businesses supporting us. So it would be great if you guys can show them some love too.
Yeah, for sure. It'll be his job, Rose. Chelsea gets stuck into the cassette and
I empty it. I don't clean it out. I'll quite happily empty it, but I'm not going to pull it apart.
Yeah. We did go to Puzzle World, Little Camper. We went a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
It was quite fun.
Yeah.
It was kind of weird and hot and muggy here, but we went into the maze. There's a big 3D, outdoor maze here at the Puzzle World. It's a place in Monica. I should have explained that, but you've got to go to all 4 towers around the maze, and it drove us crazy, eh?
Yeah, I think your phone said we walked 2 kilometers in the maze, and the girls were just walking it.
Yeah. And
you don't think that you're covering a lot of ground because you're in a fairly small area, but they were champions.
So after 2 kilometers of walking, we found 2 towers, and I think there was a sign that said on average people walk 5 kilometers or something silly, and it was really hot. Both our girls had fallen over, scraped up their knees, and we ended up back at the entrance to the maze somehow. And Chelsea said, "Should we just go?"
Harvey was like, "Yeah, let's just go." Okay.
We just left. We probably should have stuck it out, but it's kind of cool puzzling, though.
Yeah, it was really neat. Yeah, Harvey had fun. He was trying to figure out everything, right? He had that analytical brain where he was trying to figure out what made everything work. And,
it was quite funny. There's some of those perspective ones where you look at something. It was like bits of metal like this, and then it said go and stand over there on the floor where these footprints were, and then they kind of made like a box or something. But because he's short, none of them lined up for him. So
Bronson's like, "Can't you see that box? Can't you see it?" And Harvey's like, "No, I can't see it." And then you crouch down to his level and you're like, "Oh yeah, no, it's not a box."
You just didn't get it. There was a cool room though where it's 45 degrees the floor, but all the furniture it's offset at another angle again. And your brain, there's these big signs saying you might feel dizzy, you might feel sick in here. Your brain tries to make everything level. So the room will be like that, but the floor will be 45 degrees in the middle. And it was kind of
and then the furniture going the other way. So there was a pool table, and you put the pool ball on it, and it looks like it's rolling uphill.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain, but cool spot. Oh, cool! You got the old Saracen lock. Awesome.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, ours is still going strong. No one's tried to cut it open.
No. We still have our caravan, so it's doing its job.
Dropped it on my foot a few times, taking it off. Yeah, the sloping room. There were quite a few signs that said it might make you feel sick. It's a weird sensation on your brain, because you spend a few minutes in there and then you kind of, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's not like everything was just sloped on an angle, because some of the stuff's at a slightly different angle. I think it just kind of
the twins were having a hard time with it. They were, it was a steep hill for them to climb up, but
yeah, good on you, Mike. Why is it always the males?
It's not.
I was just saying, Chelsea does that as well. Try and lose you in the maze. Harvey ran off for a bit, and we could just you could climb under them if you wanted.
Yeah.
They're actually emergency exits, and it was like a wall that had a door in it, and it said, "This is an emergency exit. If you use it, you are cheating," all in caps. So it was like, but I think they led you back out if you got sick of it.
We had someone message us on Instagram and say that they used to work there, and it was their job to go through the maze each day and hammer in any nails that were poking out of the wood. And they said, "How often did you get lost in there?" And she's like, "Oh, we just use the emergency exit to get back out."
She every day just walk around with a hammer and banging some nails. It'd
be a fun place to work.
The clay cliffs are on the list for sure. We were pressed for time when we drove through Linda's Pass last time, because we met Chelsea's family here for a skiing trip. So we basically had to get all the way down to Wanaka, and we didn't stop much. But I've seen the clay cliffs. They look awesome. Yeah, all YouTubers start at the bottom. You're right. Yeah. We'll give away a caravan next year or something. Yeah. Give away this caravan. Yeah, the clay cliffs look amazing. It really looks nice through there, actually. I really like that Linda's Pass and that drive.
It's really pretty.
we're going to do that a bit slower because we drove through Twizel last time and it was one of those hoar frosts and we couldn't see anything, eh?
The kids didn't want to get out of the car.
We didn't even see the lake. We skipped Mount Cook as well.
Yeah.
So we got to go back up there in the coming 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
it. We need to park somewhere for a few days and film all this Christmas stuff.
It's like, okay, put the adventures on hold for a bit.
Yeah, right. Cassettes is, I don't know. It's not that bad.
Exactly. Yeah.
Not that bad. This caravan would look good on your property. Yeah. We would have nowhere to live, but yeah. Oh, what are the roads? Sorry, I missed that. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even the Haas Pass, I think, is like...
There's a nice drive through there.
Yeah, it's cool, eh?
Yeah.
It's a bit steep.
West Coast was good as well. Up to Punakaiki was a really nice road along the coast there.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I think the only bit I thought was really steep was the what's the pass in the middle? Arthur's Pass. We drove down that in the wet, and that seemed quite steep. But yeah, like Haas Pass there's a steep bit at the start, but then it kind of just opens up, and it's really beautiful. We just spent a couple hours just driving through really nice country. So yeah, they're not that bad at all. There's a lot of one-lane bridges though down in the last part. Hey, we were surprised. A lot of old single-lane bridges. But yeah, pretty fine. Eh?
Yeah.
Here you go, one for you, Chelsea. Do you tow the caravan?
I do sometimes.
We're getting into it more. Eh?
Yeah, I have a weird thing with my eyes where my vision. It's been going on for years and years, and I lost my pilot's medical for it. But my vision, like maybe once a minute, all my vision just kind of wobbles like that, and then it's fine again. So driving for me, it depends on the light. Certain lights, like if it's an overcast day, it just happens all the time. So yeah, if I'm ever talking, and if it's low light, it's tricky. So I drive where I can, weather permitting. But if I'm ever talking to you and you see me like tilting my head back or forward like that, it's me just trying to refocus my eyes. I'm not being a weirdo. I don't even notice I'm doing it anymore. Someone asked me the other day, "What? Are you okay?" Didn't even realize I was doing it. So that's what that's about. So I do try and tow it, but it's
we went down we should talk about a video one day, but we went down a rather interesting road of trying to get the eyes sorted through like a bunch of specialists and waiting to see like some really top eye specialists, and then that led into brain scans and trying to find tumors and
the eye guys think it's a brain issue and the brain guys think it's an eye issue. So we had to get both checked out, and then found when I was getting my brain scans that they found an aneurysm in my brain. Excuse me. And then this whole thing of 3 specialists saying it's very serious, don't have children, you won't survive a pregnancy, basically get your affairs in order. You don't have, once it goes,
don't work out, don't raise your blood pressure.
Yeah. And then 3 specialists saying, no, they've misread the scan. It's not an aneurysm at all. So
that was literally like the week after we got married. So they basically thought, we saw all these eye people, these kind of weird specialists,
ophthalmologists.
That's the guy. We'd pay a lot of money to see them. And then they thought there might be, you can get tumors, pituitary tumors that push on the back of your eye. They're pretty much benign. So we went in and Chelsea's getting like CAT scans and stuff. I
had a
MRI
angiogram where they put they make a hole in your femoral artery and put a tube in. Sorry if you're a bit queasy.
Pump dye
and while you're awake, and they're like scanning to see the movement of blood around your brain, and
they pretty much follow the dye through. And it was kind of funny. It was like it was probably a year to get to that point, and then we a whole lot of people were getting that same scan that day. And Chelsea, because they go into your artery, she had to lie on her back for a few hours afterwards.
Like 3 or 4 hours afterwards without moving.
They don't stitch it or anything.
I couldn't even lift my head, raise my head off the mattress. It was just...
So it's just like a day surgery sort of thing. But it's kind of odd. So there was like probably a dozen people in there getting the same procedure. We were the last. We're sitting there. The lights have pretty much all gone out in the rest of the hospital, right? Because it's all day surgery stuff. Doctor comes over. He's like, "Oh, we've found a aneurysm in the back of your brain. You got 2 arteries that feed blood to the back of your head, and one of them,
it's where it joins to one, just at the base of your brain." And he said, "Where it is, we wouldn't operate. It's too dangerous.
Yeah, you probably die.
And you can't block off, like typically if you've got an aneurysm, they'll block off that vein so that it reroutes it to the stronger arteries, but they couldn't because it was after the join."
Yeah, so to kind of explain an aneurysm we're going down a bit of a medical hole, but
sorry.
An aneurysm's kind of like if you pump up a bike tire and you get, say that's your bike tire, and you get kind of like a bulge, but it weakens the wall because it's stretched. You know, same if you blew up a balloon, you could kind of squeeze it and it'll go lighter, right? Because it's stretched.
Sometimes it's caused by like a narrowing point in the artery, and then not enough blood can get through, so it pops the wall out a little bit, and then it's weaker. So then if it still can't get enough blood come through, often it'll burst, and that's when you hit the problem.
And you just, you know,
have a stroke or lights out. Yeah.
So this guy came over at the end of the day, no joke, like 5 o'clock, real bedside man, a nice doctor, and he goes, "Okay, so back of your brain, you've got this aneurysm. It's right here. We can't operate on it. We'll probably kill you if we operate on it." He goes, "I'm like the leader in this field in New Zealand. I wouldn't touch it. And my colleagues wouldn't touch it."
He said, "You might find a surgeon who would do it. It doesn't mean you'll survive it."
Yeah. And then he goes, "So let's just go through this. So don't have children. We just got married." He's like, "Don't have children.
You won't survive the pregnancy with blood pressure changes.
Don't work out. Don't raise your blood pressure." And then he goes, "All right, guys, have a good night."
Yeah.
And he walked away.
And I still can't even sit up in the bed at this point. I'm just lying flat on my back going, wait, wait, come back.
And we were dumbstruck because we were like, we just bought a house, just got married, you know, and we'd
been together for 10 years already. We were planning on starting a family fairly soon after the wedding.
We even had the white picket fence. We had 2 dogs, and we were like kids. And then this guy's like, "Don't have kids." And he said, "Don't work out." And we were like, "What? What do you mean?"
And he said, "Make sure you've got your affairs in order."
Yeah, how grim.
And then, so I had to send it. I was working on my pilot's license. I'd done all my exams and everything. I had about 10 hours of flying left to go before I could sit it. And legally, I had to tell them because something's changed in my medical situation. You have to legally tell them. You can't just keep flying without it. And then they'll review it and assess whether you can still fly. So I said to them, this is the case. And they said, "Oh, aneurysms are common. We just need a letter from your neurosurgeon to say that it's not life-threatening." And he came back and sent them a letter and said, under no circumstances should she be flying a plane. Like, no. And they got their heckles up and said, "That's not what we were asking you. That's our decision to make. Send us all the scans. We don't care what you've said. Send us the scans and we'll send it to our specialists." So they had 3 specialists look at it who said, "It's completely misread the scan. There's no aneurysm. You're fine." And then the other guy came back and said, "Well, I've had 2 of my colleagues look at it and they agree with me." So we're piggy in the middle going.
So 6 specialists have looked over his scans. 3 think that it's a coiling of the artery, kind of like if the artery is like that it's coiled under itself.
And on so a 2D scan, it looks like a bulge.
Yeah, so it's just a coil, but it looks like a bulge on that's terrible. You know what I mean? It looks like a bulge. 3 said that it's fine. 3 said she's going to die. So we thought, stuff it, we had 3 children.
I've survived pregnancy. Not only that, I've survived a twin pregnancy. So I'm banking on it being the 3 that said it's just the coiling.
So to answer your question, she drives sometimes.
Yeah.
And we gave up, actually. We gave up on the eyes, didn't we?
Yeah. Well, we were all out of options. Like, no one knew what to do with it after that. It was just, it was just in the too hard basket. No one could figure out what was causing it.
Chelsea's had other scans over the years and nothing's changing.
Yeah.
Different doctors have different opinions. So.
It's not getting worse, which is a good thing, right?
So who knows?
Sorry for the full medical tangent.
Oh, Richard, thank you. That's very generous of you.
Thank you, Richard.
There's a nice little cafe down in town that I'll go down in. So yeah, that's Chelsea's complete medical history. Yeah, pretty interesting time. We were quite shocked because we were actually saying let's have children, and they're like, no, you can't have children, you'll die.
It was a pretty hard year for us, running around the country to all these different specialists. But yeah,
luckily we actually had medical insurance though, and we went to a very fancy MRI place. Remember that?
Auckland, it was like a day spa.
You got like bathrobes, and they played like whale noises and stuff through the speakers. It was quite funny. Yeah, I'm surprised, Michael, at the roads down here. They've been good.
They have been.
Even gravel roads that we thought might be a little. Some of the tracks around Greymouth we drove to aside from the one we got stuck down, wasn't really a road. They've been really good. Quite surprised. None so far, Robert.
No,
we really like it. Yeah, it's been
tows
good.
easily, right? It doesn't ever feel like it's struggling.
No. Yeah, Rose, it was a bit of a shame because Chelsea was that close to her private pilot's license.
And if I got my license, I could then revert to a recreational license after that, which is you don't need to have a current medical. You can't fly with any more than one passenger, and you can't fly over cities. So there's like restrictions, and it's mainly for like older pilots that have been flying for a long time and then can't pass their medical anymore. But I could have done that, but I needed to get that private license first, and I was just 10 hours shy.
Yeah.
I'd done all my exams. We'd been working for like a year towards it.
It's kind of a funny thing with that needing to declare it, because basically, like if she ditched the plane into a bunch of houses or something, and it was found that she had a medical condition she didn't disclose, like all your insurance and everything goes out the window. So it gets kind of real, and to the point where I think there's like almost like a criminal charge element to it as well. So it gets like real squirrely.
Yeah. And after the CAA came back, after the 3 specialists said it was a coiling of the artery, not an aneurysm, they said, oh, so you should be able to fly fine, no problem. What led you to get the brain scans? And I was like, oh, my eyes are doing this weird thing. And they're like, nah, you're not flying. So we kind of like got our hopes up, like, oh, we can oh, no.
That's quite funny. Oh, look at this. I was having eye surgery when the gas ran out. Oh, man. That's crazy.
It's terrifying.
On your eyes as well, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rose, we assumed they were wrong. I mean, where we left, it was basically 3 specialists saying one thing and 3 saying another. We were hoping for like 2 to 4 or something, but kids then came along and we did a bit of traveling and we were just like,
you know what, if I can survive a twin pregnancy without having any issues, then I'm pretty confident that it's not bad.
Sean, do you plan on buying and outfitting a bus?
Not particularly, no.
I wouldn't mind it. Maybe pre the caravan.
Is this another hot tub?
I just don't have this. I don't have the skills for it, to be honest with you. I don't have this. It seems, from the people on YouTube that I follow and watch the videos of, it seems a lot more involved than you might think. If you had like some sort of building skills, or if you had a sparky you could lean on, or a plumber that you could get stuff through,
or even the tools.
Oh, that's very true. Yeah, it would be cool. Like, and I reckon it'd be cool to kind of make videos around it and stuff as well. Like, it's definitely a cool sort of thing to follow along on. But I don't have the skills. And the other thing is, I don't know if I'd want to be driving a massive bus around.
Yeah. Although there was a double decker that was parked up in Nelson that every time we drove past, I'm like, "There's our bus! There's our bus! We're going to convert it." Not for sale, but it was cool. I could imagine us cruising around in this double decker.
We really like having the car as well to explore. So if you had a bus, you'd want some sort of tow vehicle or a scooter. But like, to go to the supermarket or just day trips in the car, like, we really like having the car and just leaving the caravan parked up. There you go. So no,
because there was no resolution as to what was causing my eye tremors, my vision tremors. So the eye doctors say it's a brain thing and the brain doctors say it's an eye thing, and on paper there's nothing to say that it's actually happening. So I could probably just go back to the CAA and say, hey, it stopped happening, here's all my vision tests to say that I've got fine vision, I'm good. But I, in good conscience couldn't do that, especially, like 99% of the time I would be totally fine. And then if something happened to go wrong in the plane and my eyes were doing that at the same time, it's not great,
Plus, so Chelsea's father, he's been flying for years, since he was 12.
I think so, yeah.
He used to like do the old sit on phone books and fly an aeroplane. And so he had a plane when we were flying. So they were an hour and a half up the roads, he'd fly down and we were using that. So it was a cheaper way of getting your license, rather than paying, full hiring rates. So he's since sold that in the last couple of years.
He hung on to it for a long time, hoping that we'd be able to figure out my issues, because it was such a cool little family plane.
Yeah.
It's really neat. But once it became apparent that we weren't really getting a resolution, and even if I went back to it now, I'd have to resit all my exams and do all my hours again, and it's just
I guess, Catherine, at the end of the day, like, we're kind of not upset or grumpy at anyone. Like, it's kind of, I get that it's just interpretation of what you have in front of you. I think that's the thing with doctors, is that it all depends on what doctors are reading or what they've seen before, or how up to date they are with the current stuff. And that's why I think there's such like a variance in how good doctors seem, I don't know. I don't know what you think about it.
I mean, that's why you should always get a second opinion, right? Because if we hadn't, we wouldn't have kids right now. So
yeah, that's a good point, actually. Yeah. And hunt around if you, find a doctor that's going to listen and actively, like, we've had dud doctors in the past. Well, like just our old GP in Taupo wasn't that interested in, like, because I'm asthmatic and I'd just go and she'd just write me a script and there you go. And then the guy at the pharmacy, like the pharmacist I'd go to, he was more interested in my asthma than the doctor was. And he'd talk to me about new drugs and what the weather was doing and all sorts of stuff. So I think it's just about finding someone that,
it's a good fit. Yeah.
Good fit. And second opinions are always good. Oh, good night, Robert. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Yep. Amy, you've converted a bus, haven't you? Oh, there you go. Michael says it's easy as. Maybe we should get one. I suppose you would learn a lot along the way. It's things like, obviously, like plumbing and like gas fitting. I don't know.
Gas fitting. You'd have to be registered, right?
Oh, I could do it. No, you do, but that's what I mean. Like, there's so many small systems in a.
Yeah.
Like you could do the 12-volt wiring, but you can't do the 240-volt wiring unless you're a spark, and you can't do the gas fitting unless
Yeah. You wouldn't want to muck around with gas fitting,
If you had some fabrication skills, or like you see some people are like take all the floor out, they raise the roof of a school bus, or do a whole lot of welding and that sort of thing. But
it looks like so much fun when you see the end product, but
time consuming.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's children stirring down the back. Yeah. Evan knows he built his own caravan, 2 years, there you go. I suppose if you had a bunch of time to dedicate to it, it would seem kind of fast, but if you were working on it on nights and weekends, it would be a bit of a slog, I reckon.
I guess for us, we just wanted to get out there and travel before the kids got to school, so it wouldn't have made sense for us to do that.
I'd still be building it now. Oh, here you go. Lake Wardell, just north of Twizel, is nice. Cool.
Thank you. It's going on the list.
Yeah, we'll say that in a sec. Here you go, Jaco. Outback on the cards.
Might be a goer.
I do like an Outback. Oh, here we go. No. need to I don't think we could tow one.
We need a gruntier vehicle if we wanted to. We've thought about it. We have thought about it.
Our vehicle will only do 3 tons, towing. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Jonesy is looking for something that's part done. The other thing is, like, I don't know if you guys, Punchy here, probably followed Bus Life NZ back in the day, but Andy seemed quite good at fixing stuff. Like, I remember he had issues with, like, the air brakes, or like the whatever, getting up to whatever pressure, and he'd always give that sort of stuff a crack. And I am not that mechanically minded.
I remember when we upgraded the battery in Rosie 2, he came and gave you a hand. The two of them doing it.
And he was just like real, like, yeah, let's do it. And I was like, oh, do we take the positive or the negative out first? Or like, he just ripped in there. But yeah, that would be a good way to do it. I mean, you'd get a bit more space, I suppose, because this is only 6 meters. But I don't know how much more. Like, I guess you'd have a probably bigger bathroom, right? Separate toilet, shower, and maybe the ability to lock the bedroom or like shut a door at least, rather than a curtain. So I could see the benefits for sure. Yeah. But I mean, this works well for us. We've adapted.
Yeah, it's good for us for now. This stage now, this is the 3rd Rosie. We've changed vehicle as the family has changed. So,
Jason, someone's a cheap plumber. Yeah. Oh, Bevan, you did your own 240 volt. Oh, cool. I'll have a look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were cool, and then the fit out was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a neat bus.
We should have bought that bus when it was for sale. Oh, thanks, Catherine. Appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah.
How you too, Glenn? Thanks for stopping by.
Good night.
Oh, here we go. Lake Puka. Between Tarzan, well off the moon. Okay, that's going on the list, Robin. Thank you.
Thanks.
Gina, our first bus was a Mitsubishi Rosa.
Yeah, Rosie the Rosa.
Yeah, and the owners before us called it Rosie. It actually had its sign written Rosie on it.
That's why it's ROSY instead of ROSIE. A lot of people think it's ROSIE, which is how you'd call Rosie the name, but because it was a Rosa, they just changed the A to a Y.
If you said Rosie Red Chicks, it'd be ROSIE. No. So we just kept it, partly because when we upgraded, we didn't want to change the name of the YouTube channel. I think there's only a certain amount of times you can change it, but we had like a logo and everything, and we were just like, how are we going to change it? And then the third one came along.
And we also called it Rosie, and then when we got the motorhome, we were still calling it Rosie. It was, it's let's go away and Rosie this weekend. So it just, I don't know, it just carried on.
Yeah. So the name doesn't mean a lot to us other than we just kept it. Funny enough, the people who we bought the bus off, they bought a motorhome. And they just called it Bruce. And it just had Bruce written on the top. I really like that. Yeah. It's the real. Good night, Rose. Oh, okay, second vax. Oh. Good work done.
Yeah, well done.
It did look cool, that fireplace in the Bus Life bus. That was neat.
Yeah.
And obviously more space to lounge around, like more cooking space, couch space. Yeah. I could see an island bed down the back. Yeah. I could see the pros and cons for it for sure.
Yeah, they did travel with a car as well for a good chunk of it too, because I couldn't imagine trying to navigate that bus through towns very easily.
Plus, I guess you need your HT license, Class 2 license for it in New Zealand. Oh, there you go, Michael. We already bought a bus modify. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's a good idea. Just change things around as you as you need them, eh? Let someone else do the hard work for you. It would be cool. I'd love to film a series of converting something, but
maybe when the kids are older.
I don't think it would turn out that great. Rosie, a secret girlfriend.
I get called Rosie a lot.
So yeah, we'll get emails and it'll just say hi, Rosie.
I get people come up to me in campgrounds and say, "Oh, Rosie."
Yeah, that's kind of.
Or say it like it's my name. I'm like, "Oh, I'm Chelsea. That's Rosie."
We get asked that a lot. Why do you call it Rosie? Like, yeah, the old one was named Rosie, so the new one's named Rosie.
Nothing special, just laziness.
Yeah. It's muggy in here.
It is, yeah.
Might have to call it a night soon. Yeah. Sorry, I've got to upload a video tonight, this Sunday. I'll keep looking at all the stuff we've got to film and get it.
So much stuff.
We're busy writing down all our questions. I need to come up with some questions to ask you guys for the giveaway.
Maybe next live, you guys can come with all your suggestions of the questions.
That's a good idea.
Do our job for us.
Unless we need to film it for them.
Oh yeah, we will have filmed it by then. Actually, yeah. Never mind. Never mind.
Need a class 2, over 6.5 ton. Is it 6.5? I can't remember. Yeah. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be too difficult to get the class 2, but just a bit of study or whatever. But yeah, not on the cards at the moment.
No.
We're happy with this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like we said right at the top, we just sent a whole lot of stuff home, so we're got a bit of we will have a bit of space
once
after
the giveaway's
done. The kids' bunks have like prizes at the end. It's a good question, Jonesy. What's our plans for Christmas? We don't know where we're going to be.
We don't have any plans. This is our first Christmas without our family. It's just going to be the 5 of us, which is going to be a bit weird. Probably a lot more relaxing, but...
Hey, careful, there's some of the families in the chat. We just don't know. We probably need to figure that out to maybe book in the campground or...
I imagine things will start getting busy around that time, right? We were meant to be... my sister and her family were going to come down and we were going to meet them in Kaikoura and Henma, just after Christmas, but I don't know if they'll be able to come down by then.
They're stuck in Auckland at the moment, so they were coming down 28th or something of December, and we were supposed to travel around with them for a few days.
Maybe a week.
So we were going to go somewhere near for Christmas. But that's kind of up in the air. I guess I'm not sure if people are getting out or what the situation is. So we don't know. We'll just find somewhere nice, park up, I think, do a little dinner on the Weber and, just hang out. We got some Christmas decorations buried somewhere in here. Set some lights up and...
hang the stockings.
Yeah. You got all the stockings. Awesome.
Can't have Christmas without stockings.
So, no sort of plans. We'll just find somewhere, I suppose. We'll think about that after the Christmas giveaway, I think.
Find somewhere we can go for a swim on Christmas Day.
Yeah, no idea either. I don't mind that so much. I always find that lead up to Christmas real hectic because work will often be like kind of busy. This year it's odd as well because the Christmas is a Saturday and the 24th is still a work day. That's kind of strange. So it always seems like you kind of rush to the end of Christmas and then I always feel quite tired Christmas. I don't know why. And then, get Christmas out of the way and then you feel like you ever relax. So, we'll see where we are. Find somewhere nice. Oh, there you go. Sounds positive for travel out of Auckland by then. Cool. It'd be really nice to see them because
the kids have been missing them.
Yeah, we haven't seen them since we left. Probably Christmas last year. So
no skiing.
Oh, what am I saying? We saw them in July. Oh, there you go. We'll just see what happens. Kind of not so bad not having plans,
Yeah.
Just chill out.
FaceTime the family.
Yeah, will join us. We'll let you know where we are, Bevan.
We could do a live for everyone who's out on their own on Christmas Day.
No one.
Bronzel's like, no.
Just sitting there eating a turkey. Yeah, so not really sure.
No.
So coming up, I guess. So you guys in this Sunday will be the last chapter of the West Coast. Then we're going to work our way up to Mount Cook. So we're pretty excited about that.
Yeah.
We're going to go and park somewhere for the next few days, do a bit of filming, probably chill out. Mount Cook, Lake Tekapo again. We're going to go there, see the lupins, and then my parents will be here.
Yeah.
Start of December, so they're hiring a camper van. We're going to do like Queenstown and Milford with them. Milford sounds pretty stunning part of the country.
Yeah.
That's about as far as we got planned.
Yeah, and your brother and his girlfriend are joining us in Queenstown as well, so that'll be neat.
Yep, so family catch up at the start of December. Then I think we're going to head south.
That's where we've missed so far, right? Like
Invercargill, Catlins.
We'll do Dunedin again because last time we went, it just was
grim,
rainy, very rainy.
I want to go to that Tunnel Beach place. Yeah. So yeah, we'll do the bottom half, depending on what Chelsea Sister's doing. But yeah, it's the plan. And then 12 videos in a row from the 1st of December, which is pretty exciting. Well, we'll schedule them all so we're not sitting in front of the computer a week. But yeah,
when your parents are
yeah, that's the funny thing. My parents arrive on the 5th or something. Yeah. So we've got to shoot. We're going to film the videos, sit down and film, try and shut the kids up for an hour, film them, edit them, and then...
An hour? Your game? You think we can get 12 videos filmed in an hour?
Hour-ish.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Catlins, yeah. I don't know much about the Catlins, Ellen. We, it's just on our list. It looks like there's kind of a few different places to go on the Catlins and a few different sort of ways in and various things to do. So yeah, we need to do some research around that. We'd like to go to Stewart Island as well for a little bit. So yeah, bottom half. Look at the scratch map on the wall and figure out what we've missed. 2
kids in a caravan are in Stewart Island at the moment, and it looks amazing.
Yeah, it looks great, eh? So yeah, basically the bottom third of the South Island is what we're going to do over the next few months. Slope Point for sure, Richard. Is that the most southern part? I think it is. There's also a beach that Chelsea wants to go to called Gemstone Beach, down by Invercargill somewhere. So yeah, we'll go and check all that out. We've never been further south than Dunedin, so who knows what's down there? Yeah, make time for Catlins. Cool, we will do. Yeah, looks pretty neat.
Yep. I might try and convince my parents to come down and join us when we do that.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the plan. So stay tuned. Tons of videos coming out.
Yeah. We might even have a few new reviews come out before Christmas too.
We got sent a cool little gadget, which I'm going to review in the coming weeks. So
might save us having a few arguments when we pull up to places.
That's a teaser. A gadget that saves arguments when trying to reverse a caravan. Not just reverse it, set it up.
It's not a reversing camera.
Well, thank you all for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, like we said with the Christmas giveaway, I would really appreciate it if you guys share it around a bit, or if you know anyone that's like motorhoming or caravanning and that you think they could benefit from some of this stuff, like, for all means, share the videos around on Facebook or YouTube or whatever. A bunch of our prizes as well, there'll be like 2 of. So things like the dump mate, there'll be 2 of them. So 1 for you, and everyone knows someone in the right that has a...
Yeah, maybe it's someone you've met on the road, or maybe it's someone who got you into caravanning. Or,
So you can't wait. Yeah, so thank you.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Nice chatting with you guys.
Yeah, have a good evening. It was strange ending it like, see ya. Feel a little bit bad for... Thanks. Goodbye. You too, Jennifer. Enjoy your weekend. See you, Bevan.
Bye.
Thanks, Robin. Sunday's video. Some good spots we went to, eh?
Yeah. West Coast is cool.
Except for the glaciers. We couldn't get very close to the glaciers, eh? But you'll see that in a couple of nights. See you, Pete. See you, Michael. You have a great week too. Helen, John. See you later, guys. Mike, thanks for joining us.
See you next time.
See you next time on Adventures with Rosie. I need a catch. I need like a sign off, like until next time. Same what was the Batman one? Same bat day, same bat channel, or something. Like, it doesn't matter.
Needs work.